Hello.
Hello.
How's it going?
Good. I had no audio again, so I had to unplug and replug. I don't understand why.
Well, we got it fixed now, so
Okay.
sometimes it's that plug, I guess.
Can you get Darren
I
in?
think, yeah. Here he is.
He disappeared when I got you in.
Yeah. Here. What's up, Darren?
Yo! I just plug in. Hang on.
Happy Monday, everybody.
Let me plug in.
It's been a
Plug in,
wild
plug
Monday
in.
in parts of the United States. Holy
yeah.
cow.
Things are going crazy.
Oh. My sister, they can't even get out of the door.
Really?
Why? What's going on?
Snow.
Snow? Oh my goodness.
Blizzard conditions, really for the last few days. They have blizzard snow drifts. They couldn't even get out of the door to let the dog out this morning.
Yeah,
I thought
John's-
you said I thought she said lizard conditions.
Lizards.
Lizard.
Yeah.
John Sparrow sent me some pictures this morning. He's up in Wisconsin. He's snowed in. Pretty crazy. It's nice and sunny out here.
Well,
How's the weather where you're at?
we had storm warnings, tornado warnings, and everything.
Wow.
So the kids got out of school early, and nothing really happened. But we have winds from this cold front that's tormenting the rest of the United States. So it was 78 yesterday, 74 today. Supposed to get down to 38 tonight.
Dang.
It's blowing
Yeah.
in.
Yeah,
Yeah,
same
so-
here, DT. So Saturday was in record temperatures near 90 degrees. And then Sunday it was like 80, but we had 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts.
Oh yeah.
And then today below freezing.
Is it
Wow, that's
really?
crazy.
Wow.
Like weather is just so weird, man.
It is.
It's an anomaly that I don't. I can understand the drums more than I can understand the weather.
You all should just move to Malibu. It's nice here almost every day.
I know.
Oh, you didn't get my email? I'm coming out there. I'm going to stay with you for about 3 months.
Sweet. Let's do it.
We'll go the opposite way on your bed, like you know what I mean. We'll sleep head to feet.
Yeah, that sounds like a great plan.
Yeah. What a great place to start, huh?
Ooh. Let's kick it off.
In the Pocket, presented by Streaming Artist Agency, featuring the godmother of drums, viral educator and drum icon with nearly 3 million followers worldwide. You've seen her on The Tonight Show with Jimmy Fallon, a master of rudiments, Dorothea Taylor. By her side with more than 30 years behind the kit, studio session and stage performer with artist Santana, Slash, and Vogan Moore. At the forefront and industry leader of TikTok Live, host of Drummer's Diary, Jaime Gehly. And now, please welcome your host of In the Pocket, from Never Too Old to Drum, Darren Cohen.
Oh, it's so good to see you, my friends. Welcome to another episode of In the Pocket, where we do it live every Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, inthepocketlive.com, and here on Dorothea's channel. Let me lower that music. Let me just turn it off. We got to get I got to fade it or something like that. You know, Jamie? I got to do that.
Yeah, we got to get you a little fader.
You guys look good. Dorothea, wonderful video last week. I know you kind of teased us, but the puppet, was that the video that you wouldn't reveal to us? Yeah. I thought so. Have you seen that, Jamie?
I haven't seen it yet, no.
It's
Check it out.
brilliant. What's the puppet's name, Dorothea? Do you recall? Or we don't have a name for him.
He did during
He
the
did have
video, but now I can't remember.
It's okay. But it was the cutest little thing. Jamie, the puppet is doing paradiddles and rudiments.
Nice.
It is and I could tell like you were doing with like the fingers.
Yep.
I mean, bravo.
Yeah, I was doing rudiments with my fingers.
Yeah. I love that. Jamie, you had a big week today. Or a big week this last week. You had battles on Drummer's Diary. We had big shows, lots of viewers.
I'm getting back into the swing of the full-time streaming again. So I was taking a little step back, but now it's going on full force. So it's been pretty exciting.
Good.
Well, thank
excited
goodness
about it.
we love it when you're live. And big thanks to Charlie Gregory last week. You know, I really enjoyed that interview.
Yeah.
So much so that I went back to YouTube after I uploaded it and I watched the whole thing. What an absolute delight it was to talk to him and to see those hands, Dorothea. My goodness.
Yep.
I got caught up watching some of your Drumeo videos yesterday. I started going through all the little.
Oh, you
ones
did?
got on there, like you get a lot.
I
Was that
did.
on YouTube or do you have subscription?
I just went to the Drumeo and just subscribed.
just-
Started It's,
Yeah,
it's
I
really
have a
good content.
lot because I went out there to Vancouver two different years and two different times, and we did a bunch of. We just do one, cut, do another one, cut.
Yeah,
So-
they're really great videos.
So
If you guys haven't checked out her Drumeo stuff, you definitely should. It's really good stuff.
Is the studio as nice as it looks in person as it does online?
Oh, it's amazing, and
Yeah.
they've even changed it since I was there. Yeah,
The drum sounds are great. on
And then
those
you go
videos,
in
too.
their supply room with all the different brand drums for all the different artists that come, and all the cymbals. Because when you go there, you don't take your own stuff. You just say, "Okay, I'm such and such an artist," and they get you set up. It's
That's
it's
so
awesome.
cool. Man.
Yeah, it's really cool.
Dude, their videos are just absolute fire. They brought Chad Smith in recently, and they brought Shannon Leto in not too long ago, which was one of my favorite episodes of all time, where he's going back and playing a lot of the hits from the early 30 Seconds to Mars days. And you're right, Dorothea, the sound is like absurdly good.
Yeah.
How they get that, man. You got good sound too, though, Jamie. What happened, man? Are we connected tonight or no?
I don't know. My Pro Tools got a little messed up with some of the plugins, so we'll have to see. I'm
How
not
did
sure.
it happen?
They're still working on it. Oh, it was just someone added another computer to the Waves plugins, and it just like did this thing.
no.
I don't know.
Okay.
Wait, you let someone like get on your Wi-Fi or something?
No, the engineer that runs the studio, he bought a new laptop, and so the plugins didn't like the extra. I don't know, engineer stuff, but
Okay.
they're working on it right now, actually.
It's like when you're driving a car, Dorothea. You never let someone touch the controls, ever, especially the EQ. Like, remember back in the
Oh, I know.
right? Remember back like in the mid-'90s, we all had like the
You had the little
bazooka.
remote control for your car stereo.
You had the remote control. You had the Alpine head that you could replace in and out with the factory. You had the bazooka back in the trunk, the 6x9s. And like, you don't let someone mess with that, Jamie.
No.
What are you doing?
No.
You know better.
I don't
That's
know.
right.
What can you do?
I know.
Hey,
Well, we'll
we
forgive
should
you.
we should mention our special guest so we don't lose people.
Oh
Yeah. This is a big one. Now, Jamie made me promise not to fanboy, and I won't. I'll be good. I'll behave. But we have such a special guest tonight. I found him on Facebook. Over 10,000 followers through all his platforms from Los Angeles, Dave Pell. I am so excited because he plays very complex rudiments and drums and songs, mostly from Tool, from Primus, Deftones. I know. I'm going to be good tonight, Jamie. I promise.
I believe you.
Okay, I promise. With that said, I'm going to take just a moment. Jamie, you and I are going to do a skit. Now, I've had this in my mind for the last week, but I didn't want to tell you because I knew you wouldn't let me do it. Okay. So, yes, exactly. Live radio, people, live radio. All right, Jamie, you're going to be a music fan whose best friend told him to go buy the new Tool album.
Okay.
Now, you have never heard of Tool before in your life, though.
Am I
okay?
buying a CD or am I just downloading it? How are we doing this?
Yes. Make believe that I'm the never too old to buy a record, store. You're coming into my store, and you want to buy the new Tool album, but you've never heard of them before. Your best friend told you to go get it.
Okay.
Okay? We know the new Tool album is Fear Inoculum. That came out like 6 years ago. Okay, you ready?
All right.
Okay, here we go.
Okay, hey.
Hi, sir. Welcome to Never Too Old to Buy a Record, store. How are you today?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. Can I help you find something in particular, or you just kind of want to browse?
You look like that guy on that drummer show.
In the pocket. I am.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
looks a lot like you.
Thank you. No, it's me. Yeah, thank you so much. I appreciate you being a fan.
Do you got that? You got that new Tool album, man? You got that?
We
That's
do.
some of
The
that- that's some of that Tool?
Fearnoculum. It's incredible, man. Such a difference from 10,000 Days. Wouldn't you agree?
I haven't heard it. I just heard it was good.
Wait a minute. You haven't heard of the
I haven't
previous
heard
album?
I haven't heard the new one.
You
know
haven't
what
heard.
I'm supposed to say? I'm just
but-
playing the part here, Darren.
No.
Come on.
You've never heard of Tool ever before. Okay,
No,
so
I heard a Tool. Oh, I haven't.
no, you've never heard of Tool
Oh,
before.
I don't even know who you're talking about, man.
Okay,
What is
right.
this?
So your best friend told you to buy the new Tool album. Okay, here we go. All right, so you want to buy what?
I want to buy Fear and Inoculum
Okay. Oh,
by
well,
Tool.
amazing album, sir. But so
Is it?
different from 10,000 Days. Wouldn't you agree?
I don't know. I haven't heard. This is my first time. I'm new.
So you're saying that your best friend told you to buy the new Tool album, but
Yeah.
you've never heard of them before? Like you've never heard of their previous albums?
No, I haven't. Right? Where are we going with this?
Okay, sir. I'm not usually like this, but I take music seriously.
Okay.
Now, what I need you to do is turn around, and I need you to go buy the first album, which was not really an album. It was an EP called Opiate. Now, I need you to go home with that album, Opiate. I need you to learn every single lyric and every single drum crash that you can air drum to
Just
every
the lyrics and the
song.
crashes. That's it.
Yeah.
Okay.
I need you to learn every lyric, and then come back. I need you to recite everything word for word, and then I'll let you buy their first album, and then so on and so forth. You can't just jump in to Fear Inoculum.
No.
No, it's because Dorothea, who's another customer in the store who understands what I'm talking about, it's like buying a Rolex. You can't just go into a Rolex store and be like, give me the most exclusive Rolex model you have. No.
You can't?
No, same thing with Ferraris. You know this. You live in Malibu. You can't just go in and buy the top Ferrari that only 3 are made. You have
can't?
to work your way. No, you have to work your
your
way
way
up.
up.
You got to work your
No.
way up. So, sir,
didn't
I
know that.
appreciate your enthusiasm for wanting to hear the new album, but I'm not going to let you because it's not appropriate. You need to you need to go back in time before you can go to the
You have
present.
to appreciate first.
Okay. So, all right.
You better
Now
go home
what?
and study it.
Well done. Well done.
Thank you.
Great job. Drummers improv. Yes, no, man. Right? Okay. Why is this relevant? Because of our guest tonight, who's going to play some Tool.
Oh,
Dave Pell.
but he's heard the other albums.
He has.
Yeah.
But I wanted to
has-
pretend that you just came into a
He
record
has
store.
studied them.
Right. He has studied them. He knows. Like you can't just listen to Fear Inoculum and be like, "Oh, I'm a Tool fan." You just can't. You have to know where they've come from.
Yes.
I got to Enema, and then I was kind of like, that was the peak for me. Like I think that was
Enema?
where it peaked. Yeah, that was my favorite.
Anima.
Yeah, I like
I-
that one.
It had the good combination of like that rock and still had some of the like the odd time stuff, but it wasn't overbearing. Where
Yeah.
it was like
Where it
too
was just
much.
so confusing, too much
Yeah.
for the brain. Yeah.
It
I
still had that
agree.
vibe,
As the
you know?
Tool spokesperson, I agree that it was their best overall album in terms of.
Probably one of the best albums.
Oh, we lost you. Yeah. Come back.
Come back.
I know what he's saying though.
Sorry.
No, you go ahead. It was their best overall album. I would agree. I think musically, though, lyrically, I think Lateralis was their finest work of art. But it's not the Mona Lisa. The Mona Lisa is the Mona Lisa. That's what everyone knows. But, Lateralis was like the Monet that doesn't get as much credit.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, so I get where we're going with this, but we should talk about some drums.
Yeah. Well, first, I want to say, well done, Jamie. You were a great SNL skit artist. Well done.
Thanks. I pride myself in my acting skills.
Yes, I was going to do that with Dorothea, but I'm like, you know what? I think it'll be better with Jamie because of the testosterone and all that stuff. Do you agree,
pretty,
Dorothea?
Pretty aggro too, so I like that.
Yeah.
So-
Dorothea, I love you guys. Talk about, we're going to, I think, do some odd time signatures tonight in honor of Dave Pell coming on in a little bit. We were also talking about some triplet fills, because talk about how that came about this week, how we got into that conversation.
Well, you were playing and learning triplet fills and the stickings so that you didn't get like tangled up around and you don't play an extra tap. You know, you want to stay in that kind of thing. And being a new drummer, just like a lot of my new students, they would get tangled up on the way over. And they would think that they had to play 3 on each drum, where you could play 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, you know, and you're still playing triplets, but you're only playing 2 on each hand. And just to, you know, as a new drummer, you have to understand that and how it fits in there. And you don't want to be playing an extra tap when that downbeat of 1 comes and the bass player hits 1 and the guitar hits 1 and you have still been on the measure before finishing up. So that's how we got talking about that.
Yeah, and I think depending on what hand is your dominant hand, you know, you're doing right, left, right, but you're so used to doing a 16th fill because that's what you learn. Right. And you want to end with your left hand. So you're like 1, 2, 3, and then, oh my God, you want to end with your left hand. And that was the biggest problem for me was restraining from that extra tap. Yeah. But then, where are my hands going, and how do I crash if my hand is over here? It was eye-opening. I've been doing this for the last week. I sent you guys a video last night, and I posted one that shows me actually getting it.
You've been working hard at this one.
Dude, it took a while, man. It did not click right away. So I thought it would be amazing to see professionals, do triplets and show us different ways to put triplets in songs and how you can make that swingy feel. Because that was the other thing, is that triplet, rather than a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, right?
Yep.
Right. So then I brought up maybe people could name a triplet is 3, but you usually play a little bit more than 1, 2, 3 as a fill. So let's say that you're going to play 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So what drum rudiments are called with that have 6 notes? So I'm going to see, before I start playing some of them, if we have any answers.
Okay, so
instead of just doing singles, let's name a rudiment that could fit in with 2 triplets.
All right, chat, here we go. So MGK, 1/8 note trips?
Yeah, that works.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and that's just singles.
Yeah.
So I'm talking about, like drum rudiments that have
rudiments
6
that have
notes.
6 notes.
All right, MGK is saying a double para.
Double paradiddle.
Monkey says that too.
Yep.
Because that's...
Somebody said they can only count to
2,
4.
3, 4.
5, 6. Pair up,
How is
pair
a double-
diddle.
Wait, how is a double paradiddle 6? 1, 2, 3, 4.
5, 6. 5, 6 is the diddle.
Oh.
Pair up, pair diddle. That's
Para.
6 notes.
Wait, do that again. Para what?
Pair diddle. So
Paradiddle. Paradiddle.
That's a double paradiddle. Triple paradiddle is paradiddle.
Oh, I never knew that. Oh, that's really interesting.
So I'll play a double paradiddle.
Okay.
And how it fits.
And we're doing in a 6/8?
Yep.
There you have it. Dave said 6-stroke roll. I mean, that makes sense.
Yes, that's 6-stroke roll as well. But a 6-stroke roll, it has 6 notes, but it doesn't sound exactly like a 6-stroke, meaning a double paradiddle. They all have a different sound, and they all have a different name. So here's a 6-stroke roll.
Shout out to Mandatory Viewing. She's asking, Dorothea, how would you count a 6/8? I think that's a valid question. If you're new, you're always learning 1, 2, 3, 4.
5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1,
1, 2, 3,
4,
4,
5,
5,
6. 7, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Paradiddle, 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 paradiddle. 1, 4, 5, 6. So I did 4 double paradiddles. So I doubled the speed of it. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So can you hear the 6? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Paradiddle, paradiddle. Where 6-stroke roll is totally different. It's not going to sound the same as a double paradiddle. You'd have to slow it down quite a bit.
Could you, Dorothea, could you add, if you're doing a 6-stroke roll, can you add a triplet at the end of it?
Yes, you could. You'd have to really to get it to fit into that 6/8 groove.
Manda, to answer that, so Manda's asking, I think this is a valid question. It's not dumb, Manda. She's asking, I can't hear the 8 of the 6/8. It's not that she's playing 8. She's playing 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
6.
Yeah,
the
the
6
denominator
is fitting.
the division.
Right.
Yeah.
The 6 is fitting inside a bar of 8.
Well, you're
No.
hitting 6, 8
No.
notes.
8 notes. The 8
Oh,
stands for
my
eighth
bad.
notes. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Those are
So you're stretching it.
6 eighth notes. Yeah. And when I was playing the double paradiddle, those were 16th notes.
Yep. Insane Drummer had called that one out too.
What
Good
did they say?
observation there. Oh, he was just saying that those were 16th notes.
Yeah.
Because
So
we're
those
in
were
6/8.
because otherwise it would be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
Now, and if we were playing this in a 4/4, you would feel those triplets a little bit more. Since it's in a 6/8, we're already kind of in that triplet,
Yeah.
feel. So it just
Yeah.
sounds like they're straight.
So
know.
if I was playing in 4/4 and I was adding double paradiddles, let's see what happens. But I had to finish it off with paradiddle, paradiddle, da 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 da, because there wasn't enough counts, so I had to play 4/16ths in there to finish that. Paradiddle, paradiddle, dagga dagga. So I could get 4 counts of fill, along with 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
But if you were going to do triplets there, then you could pull out the just a straight double paradiddle.
Yep. All double paradiddles.
Shout out Jeffrey Jennings. Makes a great point. This is what I was learning to do. The trip of the triplet can include a kick as one of the strikes, which would be
Yes.
your 1.
Yes.
Jamie, you do this a lot. And beginner drummers, if you're able to learn a 6/8, it opens up a world of songs that you can play. Jamie, are you able to share how a kick would be the trip in a triplet?
Can't hear the
Have to-
bass though.
My audio's a little delayed right now, but basically you'd be like. Sorry if there's echo on that.
Yep.
You could start it with that too. Let's see. No, put it on the end, yeah.
Yeah, you can pretty much anything.
So that's your 6-stroke roll too. But the last one is your kick. Which is fun.
Oh, you're doing the kick on the et,
Yep,
on the triplet.
yep. Triple lit.
And you can start your 6-stroke rolls either with a single and then 2 doubles and then a single, or with 2 doubles and then
Yeah.
2 singles.
Yep.
Just wherever you want to start it at. You know?
That-
I usually
that's
do
what I
the single
found.
first.
Absolutely, Jan. That's what I found was as I'm going around, I was doing a double on my right hand on the last one so that I can hit with my left, so that I can crash with my right along with my foot. So that would be my right, and then triple, or it lit. And that didn't come naturally. That was through hard work and practice. But
Yeah.
I think that you make a great point in that.
Once you get, comfortable with doing different like doubles and accents, with your different hands, you get to a point where it's just like, you'll naturally be able to just
Yeah.
know.
You don't
where
even think
you're-
about it.
Yeah,
You
it
just do
happens.
it. Yeah.
It just
Oh.
comes with practicing it,
Dorothea, what is a Bonham triplet?
Well, like.
Kick right, left.
Just put the
And then-
kick in there.
You can put 2 kicks in there, and then you got your I don't know
Oh,
what
yeah.
you can call that, but that's just like, the other version.
Does Dave Grohl does is it called a huerta? Is that a triplet?
A herta. You can play them as threes. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. There's more than 3 taps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. But you can play them in triplet feel.
Are you talking about on No One Knows?
What?
I mean, he does it on a lot of Nirvana songs as well. But
Yep.
yeah, he does it in Queens.
Yeah.
So I think he's doing in No One Knows. I never could figure out if he's doing flam accents. Just
I don't
spaced
know
out.
the song, so I don't know. I think it might sound like flams because they're played so fast. It kind of sounds like a flam. But
It's
I
just
don't
got
think
that
it
rock
is.
spacing in there, but you're probably right. It's probably one of those.
Yeah.
What you guys were just saying.
What time signature is "Fool in the Rain," Dorothea?
That's 6/8, isn't it?
It is, because that has a swingy feel, right?
Let me see.
No.
No, this is 4/4.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, it's
3,
4/4.
4. 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4.
Wow. That's swingy for being a 4/4.
It is, yeah, because it's that shuffle, but it's played in 4.
Yep.
Huh. What famous songs were 6/8 or 12/8? Because they're the same. What famous songs are those?
There's a lot of them.
Steely Dan stuff.
Oh,
A
he
lot
was
of
so,
Maroon 5 stuff is 6/8. You got,
Oh yeah,
like,
yeah.
System of a Down has a lot of 6 and 12/8s.
Yep. Michael
Um,
Jackson's got a bunch. I mean, it just gives you that nice that groove. It makes you bob your head.
I love playing in 6/8.
Yeah.
I just read earlier, just a little before I got on here, just on Instagram or Facebook, I think, somebody from Worship Drummers said, I hate playing songs in 6/8. I don't know what to do. But I thought, and so I read the comments, and most all the comments agreed with me, saying, oh my gosh, 6/8 is so fun because you can put so many awesome fills in.
Yeah.
It is.
So apparently that was telling the rest of us that he just doesn't know how to play things in 6/8. He doesn't know those triplet kind of fills and everything.
Most of the stuff that like is intimidating at first, when you dive into it and you really start to like get comfortable with it, it'll become like your favorite thing to play.
Yeah.
Because it adds
my
new
definitely,
exciting stuff to your repertoire.
because you can play all kinds of crazy stuff.
Die with a Smile, Lady Gaga and Bruno Mars is a 6/8.
Yep.
And when
Is
I
it?
was learning that, the groove wasn't the hard part; it was the fills. But you're 100% right, guys. I mean, once you learn how to play that, it is a lot of fun.
We
And
are
just
the champions.
to
Yep.
get out of that static 4/4.
Yeah.
You feel. I've watched my videos of doing songs in 6/8, and I look like I'm more relaxed.
Yeah. I
Yeah,
believe it.
you
know, the
got more
first-
confidence too when you're playing now. I've noticed you're getting there like.
The first 6/8 song that's a great impression of me. That's 2 skits tonight, by the way. The first 6/8 song I played was on your show. Was on the Thursday Night Drum Circle. I played
Cool.
Lonely Day, System of a Down.
Yeah, yeah.
Oh, cool.
Right on. Well, it's about that time. Should we bring up our esteemed
Yeah,
guest?
that was fun. While Jaime does that, Dorothea, thank you so much. I think I love talking drums. I love talking time signatures. There is no better guest than someone who studies a variety of time signatures, but can play them all in a single song. And that's why I'm so fascinated. And Jaime, I know you make fun of me because, it's Tool, but you know me. I'm such a huge fan of music and the drums, and I just find Tool to be so interesting in that sense of time signatures and just the feel and how Maynard can always keep track of the one. And I just find it so musically
Fulfilling.
but
Yes, that's a good word.
exciting, and just I don't know, it does something to me. And Dave, welcome to In the Pocket. I'm thrilled to have
What's
you here.
up?
Do
What's
us a
up, guys?
huge favor, though.
What's up,
Do us a
Dave?
huge favor. Flip your camera. So go to
Yes.
the settings, because I want to see your right hand and your left hand doing what it's supposed to be doing. I think it's unfair to see it backwards.
you
For
guys
those
hear
of you
me?
that
Yeah,
we
we
can hear you. Yeah.
Where
Can you
is
not-
the settings? I can't find the settings thing.
I think
Those 3 little dots that's on the bottom.
Or just tap your screen.
Yeah, I think if you tap your screen, there might be a little.
Tap the screen
button
does
for it.
not work with mine for some reason.
That's because you're the host.
Oh,
Wrong
okay.
one.
Yeah, you're going to do the mirror one, Dave.
There you go.
There we go. Perfect. Beautiful. Dorothea,
Look at that. We figured that out. That's amazing.
It is, and your studio setup is so impressive. Now, Dorothea, I've watched Dave's videos like constantly over the last several weeks, and I reached out to him, and I was praying that he would get back to me because it's fascinating what you do and the way you play and the way you're able to learn these time signatures. It's incredible, Dave. Share with people who you
You're
are.
too kind. You're too
what
kind.
Well, you have over 10,000 followers, so you're doing something right. What are you doing? I mean, what's the
Yeah.
overall emphasis of the channel, what you do, and what you want to share?
Well, look, I'm a Tool again. I'm a huge Danny Carey freak. So I play a lot of Tool, and look, hey, we all have our favorite drummer. Your favorite drummer's favorite drummer. My favorite drummer's favorite drummer is Danny Carey. He's also just my favorite drummer. But yeah, so I play a lot. I play a lot of Tool, which it has a pretty nice community. By the way, stuff that you guys have been talking about, I wanted to chime in. So like the skit about Fear Inoculum, it's so funny in like the Tool community where that album's been out for 7 years, but we still refer to it as the new album. Yeah, so I was listening to the new album, and it's like, oh, you mean the album that came out in 2019? Yeah, the new album, of course. So love the
Thank you.
skit.
I love how you could appreciate that.
By the way, so I'm a Drumeo freak, and Dorothea, a huge fan, and I've been watching your. I subscribed to Drumeo probably, gosh, I was an early adopter, probably like 7 years ago, 8 years ago.
Oh, cool.
So I've been following your stuff, before the Disturbed video, before love your modules on there, and so like I am that guy that like has done a ton of, and by the way, like Drumeo doesn't pay me. I owe them nothing. But I just think that a subscription to Drumeo is so incredibly great for drummers, whether you're like just starting out or you're an established drummer. There's just so much curriculum. There's so much stuff in there to noodle on. It's amazing.
Yes, I agree. And if you go to my link in my bio, you get a 30-day free subscription to see how you like it.
There you go. See, Dorothea is hooked. Like Dorothea is in the Drumeo.
Yes.
I'm not with them, but I
But
love
you know
them.
how good it is. Yes,
It's awesome. I'll even say this, and if you don't mind, just to like as we're talking about Drumeo, I love the Todd Suckerman rock drumming masterclass.
Oh yes.
I mess with it all the time. The lessons on, and if you're not familiar, Todd Suckerman's the drummer for Styx, and he did a complete like 30 or 60 day. It's like 30 lessons, and they're like each an hour long. And he covers different topics, like the lessons on the Chaffee, probably saying it wrong, Chafee.
No, Gary Chaffee.
Chaffee,
Yeah.
linear stuff, so freaking good. His lessons on Ghost, like I've never met Todd Suckerman. Maybe you have, Dorothea, but I love him. I think he's the coolest dude.
He's awesome.
He's really obviously
awesome.
Danny's my guy. But yeah, Darren, just coming back to like I think the reason why people have latched on to me on TikTok and on my socials is because they love seeing the journey of me improving and like learning these Tool songs. And it's like, like right now, for the last like couple months, I've been working on every minute of the song Descending, which is an 11-minute Tool song. Actually, I think it's 14 minutes long. There's about 11 minutes of drums. But it's like learn the entire thing. And then I do a 60-second sequentially. And now, like, once I record them, it takes me months to do this, then I just post them in sequential order. And people just kind of geek out to, like, the journey of it.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah, that's kind of my get-down.
That's what's so fascinating, Dave, is because it's one thing to learn and play it, but, and Jaime, what impresses me most is Danny composed that.
Yeah, it's nuts.
That's crazy to me.
It's nuts. And some of the more complex stuff, on a daily basis, sit there, I'm just astounded. I'm like, how did he come up with this? Like,
Yeah.
what drugs is this guy on?
So we can't play,
in a good way, but
we can't play music, right? But can you show us just a groove you're working on in Descending? That part at the end where it goes, that's like, just share with us what you do, because it's just so impressive.
Yeah, I could show you.
I promise I won't cry.
No, you're fine. I'm like setting up the electronic drums. So like, I'll bring you guys through. So what's really cool about Descending is, as I say it, and someone pointed out to me, like, Dorothea, you'd probably say this is based on like Rudiment, and it's more like flam tap, flam tap, flam tap, and then like an extra note. But I call it a 3-2, and I believe it's polyrhythmic because it's a little bit over the bar. But can you guys hear that?
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
So that's like one of Danny's drone sounds, right? So the song is built on, like, the first thing that comes in is he's just going 3-2, 3-2. So meaning like, right on that drone sound. Then he brings in the left hand, and the left hand is also just doing 3 notes, 2 notes, 3 notes, 2 notes, but it's staggered so it goes over the bar, right? So it's like this. So the part Darren's referring to is later in the song, he brings it over the toms, and he's playing essentially the same thing. But then he does a lot of things. He takes singles and he puts a polyrhythmic just single over it. So it's like a polyrhythm over a polyrhythm. But then he does this double bass thing where it's kind of like, right? So it's like he's putting 4 double bass notes on top of the hands that are doing this like 3-2-3-2 polyrhythmic thing. And that's the point, Darren, where again you just come back to like, how did he think of this? Where did he come up with this stuff?
So then
right?
how do you learn it? When you dive into a new song, what's your process?
So look, I will just be very honest. And by the way, like I tell people, ask me, I use Drumeo. I use the notation app on Drumeo. It's great. If you haven't messed with, have you guys, I mean, I know Dorothea's messed with this. Have you guys messed with this?
Yeah, I drum off a notation myself.
So that app, because what it allows you to do is it allows you to go into synthetic mode, right? And what that means is instead of you're hearing the actual album, it has the notation there and it replaces the notation with a synthetic sound. And, you know, look, it'll sound kind of like the album because, hey, it's the notes of what he's playing, right? So what that enables you to do is slow it way the heck down. And also, like, Danny does not, when he records Tool songs, he doesn't use a click. So they breathe a bit, right?
He does not.
Danny, yes,
Wow.
yeah.
He said
famously,
in his last interview, he does not use a click.
And as somebody who has learned like 20 Tool songs on the drums, I can attest to this because there's parts where you'll learn it using the synthetic notation with an actual click, and then you'll go and you'll play the song, and there'll be parts where it's like it's slightly off. He lets it breathe.
Yeah.
And it's like you're going to come in with a crash, and it's like, no, it's like almost, it's not on the one, it's like the E end of 4 if you're really counting the thing. And you have to like, you have to sort of figure that out.
But it takes away that calculated thing and puts it in a real person's feel.
Exactly.
So
I
important.
love it. I
do
love
too.
it personally. I think that so much of music that comes out today is overproduced, and so it doesn't have a soul to it.
No.
And like
it just has a click.
Right. And because Danny doesn't record to a click and it's just his time, and it's fun if you're a Tool freak like me, there's parts where Justin, the bass player, will talk about some of his parts, and he's like, Danny's drumming in that is actually imperfect, but we liked it, so we kept it on the record. So when I play it live, I have to like account for that. So it's really interesting stuff. So as a nice segue here, you guys are talking about 6/8, 12/8. What I wanted to, the two grooves that I wanted to kind of show you guys today are from the song Enema, however you want to pronounce it. If you're not familiar with that song, it is a very classic Tool song, and the lyrics of that song tell the story of the San Andreas Fault erupting into an earthquake that will have all of Southern California fall into the ocean. And the chorus is like, learn to swim, I'll see you down in Arizona Bay. Maynard, by the way, if you follow Tool, Maynard lives on a vineyard in Sedona, basically Sedona, Arizona, up at about 5,000 feet of elevation, and he's lived there for, I don't know, 15 plus years. He wrote this back when he lived in Los Angeles, and he was sort of fed up with the LA life. And he talks about like the models and the actors and the lawyers and all of the hustle and bustle of LA. And then sort of fantasizes on LA falling into the ocean. So for Tool fans, this is like the cult classic. This is the song that when they pull it out, like Tool fans geek out over the most. And it happens to be in 12/8, as you guys were talking about 6/8. So I'll if you don't mind.
No, I want to.
Please do.
I would
Please.
show
Such a
you.
great
So, and I want to talk about it. I'll show you the intro groove. So we'll start with the intro groove, and I'll show you some of the other stuff in there. But the intro groove is particularly cool, and I'm just gonna play it, and then we'll talk about it a little bit.
Okay.
All right. So nice, cool little bouncy 6/8, 12/8 feel, right? So let me break down what's going on here. So when you're playing Tool songs, you really want 4 tom voices. You're gonna want Danny plays with probably like 6 or 8 toms.
Oh.
He's got the tom gong over here. But really, to play Tool songs accurately, you're gonna want 2 floor toms, and then you're gonna want 2 rack toms. I have one of them is the very boingy 80s vintage roto tom. But anyway, so what I'm doing here is you're starting on the 1, and then you're doing a double on the double bass. So it's then it's two notes on the medium floor tom, I guess we'll say, the less thuddy of the 2 floor toms, right? And then your snare's coming in. Then you've got another kick, and then it's high rack tom, low rack tom. So it's
So
now,
is the one your right floor tom?
Yes.
That's
now
the
here's the thing to keep in mind, and as we talk about why this groove is so cool and how Danny carries it. So as this goes along, it progresses, and he starts playing the double, which starts off with double bass to make it easy, right? Because it's kind of fast. So those two kick notes in between the 2 floor toms, right? It's kind of fast. Now, what he does is he turns it into a single pedal thing, and he brings the hats in to make this super difficult, right? And so as you'll notice, the second snare is on the 5? I think it's on the 5. And then the 6 is in the main groove. As I was playing it, the 6 is like not there. There's nothing being played. It's sort of just a pause, and then you come back in on the 1. When you add the hats in, now he's taking the quarters on the hats, and he puts and the hat is by itself on the 6. Now I'm going to try and play this clean. It's really difficult. So I'm going to play it with the double bass without the hats, and then I'm going to come in with, and I'm going to show it to you, or attempt to show it. It's hard. I'm going to attempt to show it to you with the hats coming in. So it's. So I'm kind of butchering it, but
I like that though.
And it's so cool, right, Dorothea?
Yeah.
So there's so much trickiness going on. 1, keeping the 6 hat notes clean with your left foot with what's going on with your hands, so tricky.
So you're
2,
playing like button, 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 button.
With
your
hats.
The hats are just taking quarters. So the hats are literally just going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, right? And keep in mind now, pay attention to that 6. The 6 is just by itself. You seeing that? How like the 6 is just the hat.
Just the hats.
Right. So, and this is like the Danny Carey thing, right? Is he's showing you, he's like taking the veil away, right? He's showing you like, here's a cool groove. You like that? Now let me show you the complexity of it and reveal something about this that you didn't realize. And then he's using the hat to like show you the 6, right? And now here's the other thing that you'll notice. I'm struggling to keep those doubles clean and keep the note value because when you start, it's easy with the double bass, right? When you switch over to it being on the single pedal, it's a fast double inserted between 2 floor tom hits. It's very tricky. It's very Danny Carey.
It's a drag, so it's fast.
Yeah. Well, he keeps them like a double. Like the note value is equal.
Oh, okay.
So it's like when you hear it with double bass, that's what you're striving for with the single. You're trying to keep the note value of that double equal, so it's as like prominent as it can be.
Uh-huh.
So that's one really cool groove. I mean, this is another 11-minute Tool song, but as we were talking about now, as we were talking about triplets, as this song progresses, and Darren, I think you're a big Tool fan, so you know exactly what I'm talking about, right?
Dave, you're my soulmate. I love you.
I love it. I love it.
Yeah.
Sorry, we were talking about triplets, and we're talking about odd time signatures. And so this is another really cool groove that happens in this song that is also in 6/8, and I'll just show it to you guys, and then we'll talk about it. And I'm gonna play it in its basic form, and then I'm gonna start showing you how, again, this is what Danny does. He'll take something that is unto itself complex and layered, but then he brings it to the next level and then the next level until you reach the master boss version of the groove. And that's why I love it. But let me try and illustrate what I mean with this. So
Love it.
okay, so let's talk about what just happened there. So the first thing we're doing here is, we talked about bottom triplets. This is kind of like, this is different, but it has kind of a similar sort of thing going on, right? So
Yeah.
in essence, all we're doing is singles and then right left on the kick on the double pedal. It's just
Triplets.
so triplets, triplet feel. So you want to get very comfortable with just the concept of right hand, right left, kick, kick, right? Just. And look, with triplets, the thing about the feel of triplets, it's round. I don't know. That's how I have always thought of triplets. It feels round. You want to make them feel round. How does a musical thing feel like a shape? I don't know, but it does. It feels round. So you're doing. So it's one on the again. It's like you need all four of the toms to really do this thing once it gets going. But so it starts off and it's one hit here. So it's and then two hits here, and then you're playing the snare. By the way, it's Danny Carey, so the snare is off in this particular song, as it is with many Danny Carey songs. It's so funny. I love the comments when people come at me and they're like, your snare sounds horrible. And I'm like, oh, you mean my prized VK snare that Alan Von Cleef built for me custom? Yeah, it sucks. I know it sounds like crap.
Because he plays with the wires off, right?
He plays with the snare wires up. Now, I love this. This is just so much fun to talk about. Danny loves to do songs where he starts with the wires off, and then at some point he'll throw them on to like bring it up to like next gear, and so a lot of people don't realize at the very end of Numa he puts the snares on. There's a lot of there are some songs where he just plays them without snares the entire time. There are some songs where he plays the snares on the entire time, especially the early stuff from Undertow and Opiate. But anyway, all right, so back to this groove. So again, it's so the right hand is going basically back and forth between 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2. And the snare hit is on the 4. So it's one, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. Are you guys following there?
Yep.
All right. So that's the basis of the groove, and it's just a cool, fun. I mean, like that unto itself.
It's very
If you're a,
creative.
not Jamie, you just nailed it, brother. It's not that unto itself is the hardest thing to play, but if you listen to the song. By the way, if you're familiar with the song, Justin on the bass is going like, so it fits perfectly with what's going on in the song. And then this is when Maynard comes in and he starts kind of preaching about, the Los Angeles falling into the ocean and how he's sick of the models and the actors and all the BS that happens in LA. I mean, we live in LA, we love it, but I'm just getting into the song here. Anyway, so this is when he goes master boss with it. So now on top of that, he starts using the left hand to start accenting different notes on top of this. And I don't know if it'd be polyrhythmic, but it's just sort of, I don't know, it's creating such a complexity over it. So like, let me show you what I mean.
That
now,
4/3 polyrhythm again.
Right, exactly. It is polyrhythmic. As I'm sitting there, I'm like, it is polyrhythmic. Wow. So here's, as a drummer, keeping the triplets round as you add that left hand polyrhythm that goes over it. That's the challenge, because again, your right hand and your feet are still just going. And also, I'll just point out, notice how, like, as I take away the snare, notice how, like, the high tom and the low tom create this sort of, like, this on top of everything that else that's going on. They're creating, like, this triplet unto themselves sort of thing. And then you've got crashes, and he'll even take it to, like, he starts doing like doubles, and and he eventually goes master boss on it. It's insane.
So Dorothea, I'm seeing you. You're like you're counting.
Yeah, because what I was hearing was you're playing with your feet and your right hand going up like 16th note triplets.
Yep.
But your right hand, your left hand was dum dum dum, like quarter notes, dum 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 dum.
Yes, they are. They're So, Ed, if you like, I'm looking at the music. So it's like the hands are like doing this. It's like together for the first triplet. Then it's the third. It's the third leg of the triplet, which it happens to be a left foot, and then it's together with the snare and the high tom. Then it's the floor tom. So
you're going to hit 6 times with your right and then 4 with your left before they click together. It's just that's 4/3 polyrhythm.
Yeah, correct. It is 4/3. Yeah, and here I'll try and play it like as slow as I can.
1, 2, 3.
1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's nuts. I mean, if you guys want to go further, I could show you one more crazy groove from this song.
I want to ask a question, though.
Yeah, yeah.
Okay, help me understand. Obviously, you're playing, you're learning from notation. Is it for you more muscle memory, or is it, like, I don't even know what I'm trying to ask. Is it muscle memory, or are you actually learning the polyrhythms?
Well, I think that would go hand in hand.
Are they the same thing, Jamie?
Yeah, kind of. I think the question, think of it more like this. So, like, when I go on TikTok Lives and I just play a bunch of Tool songs, typically speaking, I'll have the chart from Drumeo up. Now, I have studied these songs for years, and I could play them without the chart, but I like having the chart there because it just will remind, there's so many little subtleties, right? So it's like I enjoy having the chart up. So I would say it's muscle memory, it's reading, it's and I think the question you might be asking is like, are you counting when you're playing these things? It's a weird thing, and Jaime and Dorothea, like, I don't know if you'd agree with me, is as a drummer, sometimes you're very actively counting, and other times you're just feeling the music, and you're you're feeling. And it's a weird, and it's hard for me to say, like, when you utilize which, but it just depends on the part, the song, the situation, and I don't know, especially with Tool with such weird, odd time signatures, often, like, I'm not sitting there like, oh, it's 12-8. The 6. Where's the 1? You know what I mean? Like, I'm thinking, like, I'm thinking about, like, how it feels. I don't know. It's weird.
You get to the point where you can just feel that, like, that 4/3 in certain polyrhythms, especially if you listen to Tool. That's one of his favorite ones to do, and it's got a very appealing, like, sound to it. But you'll just get to where you can you like feel it, like you were saying, and it, you know, the muscle memory is a part of everything you're doing on drums. You know, that's how you're doing it all at once. But feeling that polyrhythm is how you get in that groove with it, I think.
So then when the song changes time signatures, like in Numa, where it goes all over the place, again, I don't understand how you can keep track of that as a drummer. And
Numa's a really tough song.
This is why it's so impressive for advanced drummers. When I watch them, I'm like, how do you keep in time when the time changes?
Okay, so that song in particular, it's written in such a way where, like, he's not thinking about the time differences. He's thinking about the groove and the feel. And, like, when I play Numa, it's like I'll be reading the chart. I'm just thinking about the notes. I'm not really thinking about it. And like what the guitars are doing, I'm not really thinking of it in terms of, like it's X measures of 6/8, then it's a measure in 4/8, then it's a measure in 5/8, because that's how that song is, like, it's all over. If you're looking at the chart and keeping track of the time signatures, it goes all over the place. I'm not even thinking about that. I'm just thinking about, like, the notes and the feel when I'm playing that song.
And I think when they write it, it's the same way. I've heard them in interviews, and it's like they doesn't know what the count is necessarily.
Yeah, they don't even know.
They're just feeling that.
Right. Exactly. It's not. Well, it's funny that you say that, because there are lots of times that Tool is doing that.
That's a good point.
There are times in their songwriting history, like, where they very intentionally are like, let's make something in 7.
The sacred geometry things and stuff that they put in there. Yeah, for sure.
Absolutely. Yeah. It varies. Like, sometimes but if you've heard, like, the Rick Beato interview with Danny is so freaking awesome.
It's amazing.
And he shares so much. And I would have
He's in his old studio.
Yeah, it's amazing. I would have loved to, like, been in that and just, like, peppered in. Like as somebody who's, like, a freak, a Danny Carey freak. Like, there's so many. If I had the opportunity to be in that room and just ask those questions, like, there's so many questions I could ask, very specific to, like, okay, when you came up with this part, like, what were you thinking? Like, you know what I mean?
I got a story for you guys.
Oh, share.
When I was still in high school. All right, so and Enema had just come out. You know, maybe a year or two before this, maybe somewhere around that time, and I was living in Kansas City, and that's where Danny Carey was from originally. And there's this drum shop there called Explorers Percussion, and it's just like the big drum shop in Kansas City. And they had Danny Carey come do a clinic there. And so me and all my buddies came out and came to this clinic, and I'm sitting in the front row, like 10 feet from or less, you know, from Danny Carey. He's got his whole kit set up, and he comes out and he puts on Enema with no drum tracks, and it sits down.
So sick.
And he plays, you know, along to the track, and it was just like mind blowing, you know. And then we got to, like, talk to him, and he answered all these questions and get his autograph and stuff. But, you know, he was just like, I just feel it. When we're writing the music, we just like, like we'll count the stuff or whatever afterwards. But like he said, he spends 2 hours for every 15 seconds of drum parts is what it breaks down to, or something like that.
And their songs are 11 minutes. I can't do that math.
He spends 2 hours what, though?
Per every, like, he says it breaks down about 2 hours of time he spends writing his drum parts for every 15 seconds of music. What he said. Yeah.
Oh, my.
That's crazy.
No
I
wonder
believe
why
it.
No wonder why it takes 15 years to come out with a new album.
Yeah.
I believe it. And some of his stuff, like, as he said in the Rick Beato interview, like, he'll, like, write. If you can hear that, sorry.
They are.
How dare they interrupt us?
Yeah, right?
Oh
I'm
my
on a live with some legends right now. But he also says that a lot of stuff they just jam. Like they'll come up with an idea and then they'll just like jam on it and kind of see what direction it goes and where it kind of. And I think that that's important. I think all bands, when you're coming up with a part, it's like you come up with a piece that you like, right? And then it's like, well, where are we going to go from after that? Or where is this? And like figure. And he said like we jam a lot. And we jam on stuff, right? And I think that that's so cool. He also said that like he comes to like when they're trying to make a new record, which takes many years for Tool. Which as us, I don't know if you guys heard, they're saying that next year they're putting out an album.
Okay.
Yeah. And they're gonna play at the Sphere with the new album, which is amazing.
I told my wife. I told my wife, Dorothea, I'm draining our savings to go to that
Second
show.
mortgage.
I don't care what it costs. I'm going.
Second mortgage all day. Come on, hun.
All day long.
That
Hun,
would be
second
awesome.
mortgage. What? It's Tool in the Sphere. Yeah, second mortgage.
I'll meet you there opening night. Okay.
Yeah,
too.
I
That'd
mean,
be a
like,
pretty
let's see how it.
amazing show.
Even though, see, the thing is, I've seen Tool. Darren, how many times have you seen Tool?
I can't count. I mean, at least every year since 1996. And if they've come anywhere near me, I've gone to that show as well. So I've flown as far as from like Texas to Chicago to see them. I've gone to Oklahoma. So, like honestly, I can't count.
Wow. I just flew to Hawaii to do the last two shows of this last international tour. It was one of my childhood friends lives in Hawaii, and I had just, not me, my wife, we had just had a baby. I am now a new father.
Congratulations.
And thank you so much.
Did you name him Maynard?
No, it's Penelope. We call her Penny for short.
Oh, okay, cool.
She's going to be a legendary drummer. I will. I'm prophesizing it now. I'm going to. It's like the. God, I can't remember their name. The sisters who are the best tennis players ever.
Oh, the
Serena,
Williams,
yes,
Serena
Williams.
and
yes.
Venus.
Have you guys seen King? What's the name of the movie? King
Richard.
King Richard.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna be that guy. It's before. So if you
Wait,
know,
you're gonna be. You could also just say you're gonna be Joe Jackson.
Well, I don't want to be.
Like without the physical abuse.
I like to think of it more like the Williams sisters.
Okay, fair enough.
So if you guys followed this, before Venus and Serena Williams were ever born, their father had written like a 17-page document on how he was going to have two daughters that will be the greatest tennis players that will ever live.
Oh, I didn't know that.
He completely prophesized it, and he said, and not only did he say, I'm just like jokingly calling my shot here. He like created an entire business plan before they were ever conceived. Yeah, he was like.
Can I make an observation?
Yes,
Jaime, he fits the perfect mold of being able to play a Tool song because he's all over the place. He's talking about Venus and Serena Williams. We're talking 6'8", right?
He's got the sports jersey on. I mean, it's all there.
Thank you guys so much for having me on.
You're perfect, Dave. You're perfect.
So I told Dave that he would get to play us out after we got past the 6 o'clock mark, that he could jam out a Tool song for us if you guys want to hear
With
him.
the music?
Yes,
Yeah.
please.
Oh,
we'll just cut this one out of the once we post.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, before he does that, Dave, I just want to say thank you, man. This was absolutely phenomenal to talk. And again, it's music theory. People that know me know I'm really into music theory, notation, time signatures. I can't play them, but I love talking about them, and I love bringing it to an audience that may not be familiar with it. And we saw so many great people in the chat tonight. I've seen you guys. I know we may not have said your name, but I've seen you, and the comments were absolutely amazing tonight. So thank you for sharing your time with us on In the Pocket. It's inthepocketlive.com. Every Monday, 8 p.m. Eastern, 5 p.m. Pacific, and please check out the replay. This is going to be a replay I'm going to watch multiple times, and I can't guarantee I'm not going to.
Because I'm gonna learn those two that you just played for us.
I love it.
We
Awesome.
thought.
Please tag me. Please tag me.
Dorothea, we
Can you
thought
guys
about
imagine her
maybe
playing Enema, like
Ah.
that would be epic.
that would be your biggest video ever, Dorothea. Now, we did think about Dave teaching you a groove, but we didn't want to put the pressure on you tonight.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna learn both of those that you did.
Yeah, I think like I'd be silly to sit here and say like, oh, they're easy, but I think that those are two approachable tool grooves.
I'll see. I'll check it
She's
out.
got
and see,
this.
See what I can do.
Okay.
She'll get it.
So playing out here, I'm just because we went through Enema. I guess
That'd be
I would
great.
play some of that.
Okay.
I don't. It's like a 7-minute song. I can kind of come in the middle. I don't know. What do you guys
Just
want me
go
to do?
for it.
No, go
Just
do the
start it
whole
from the
thing.
beginning?
Go for it.
Yeah.
The only thing is, Dorothea, you can't hang up because you're the host. So hang with us if you can, because it is going to be a marvel. Amanda, thank you for that challenge. I'm trying. I think the easiest Tool song that I could possibly learn would be Sober, because that's a 4/4.
Except for that intro fill, man. That intro fill's nuts.
I would do the easy version. You know how Drumeo has the easy version of it.
Yeah.
I would do that. But, look, Amanda, I'm in this for the long haul, and I'm just here to soak up as much as I possibly can from all those great people around me and continue practicing. So, yeah, I mean, before I leave this world, I'm going to play a Tool song at some point. It just may not be Anima.
You got it.
Well,
Thank
Darren,
you. You're so kind.
I would love to help you in any way I can, my man.
Oh, my goodness.
So-
But I'm only 15 months in, Dave. I'm not there. I can't do a polyrhythm.
You'd be
Well, it's
surprised.
which
You might be able to do it and
polyrhythm,
didn't
right?
even
There
know.
there are more approachable polyrhythms.
You probably already do and don't even know it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, all right, you guys. So,
Yeah.
I'm
Just
just
kick
gonna
it off.
disclaimer. I haven't warmed up. I came right from my office, but
Nobody would even know.
But let's go. Let's go.
Dave, thank you, man. So great to have you on.
Let me
you.
say thank you so much for having me on this, guys.
Give this guy
Like
a follow,
Dorothea,
everybody.
you're a legend to me. You are a freaking legend. And Drummer's
you so
Diary.
much.
Jaime, I've been following Jaime for a while and watching. I'll just casually tune into his lives. Like he's a TikTok drummer, live
He's
streamer,
always
sort
there.
of
Yeah.
like OG pioneer. Like.
I know.
Your text was awesome the other day. So the three of us were texting, Jamie, myself, and Dave. And Dave, it kind of clicked after a few minutes. You're like, wait a minute.
Wait, you're
Jamie,
Drummer's Diary.
Are you Drummer's Diary?
Are you Drummer's Diary?
Yeah.
And he's like, I am. I'm like, whoa.
That
whoa.
was so great.
Oh
dude.
my God, this just got real. This just got real. I'm on with, honey, I'm texting with Drummer's Diary. I'm going to be on with Dorothea. This is amazing. All right, let's do this. Enough
All right,
jibber
tear it
jabber.
up.
Do it.